Welcome children. Today I am dealing with some numericals on motion in a plane. First one, a cricketer can throw a ball to a maximum distance of 100 meter. So this cricketer can throw this ball to a maximum distance. This maximum distance can be called as range. This range is given as 100 meter. Maximum range is given as 100 meter. How much high above the ground can the cricketer throw the same ball? So we have to find the maximum height reached by the ball. Okay. So what is given here? Maximum distance, that means maximum horizontal distance, that means maximum range or maximum. So range maximum is given as 100 meter. So what is the formula for maximum range? U square by G. Maximum range formula is U square by G. So we have R maximum formula is U square by G. So here U is the initial velocity. So U square by G is given as 100. So take it as equation number 1. Okay, so we don't know how much height this ball has got. Okay, so let h be the height. H be the height reached by the ball. Be the height reached by the ball. Reached by the ball. As well as we don't know the initial velocity. So let u be the initial velocity. Let u be the initial velocity of this ball. So initial velocity of the ball is given as u. Initial velocity. We have to find which one? Height. Maximum height we have to find out. H we have to find out. So we know the formula. We have v square minus u square equals 2as. V square minus u square equals 2as. 2as. And here what is the final velocity? So when we are throwing an object up, so we are throwing this object. So when we are throwing this object, and when this object reaches at the maximum height, what is the velocity? It is 0. So final velocity is taken as 0. So we are throwing this object with some initial velocity u, and when this body reaches at the height, what is the velocity? 0. Okay. So we can take v here. V equals how much? 0. V equals 0. So u we have to find out. Now this a, what is a value? A equals, so we are throwing the object up. Okay. So we are throwing, this ball is thrown up. That means a must be equivalent to minus d. So we are not dropping the object, we are throwing the object up. That means a equals minus d. And what is s? S means it is the maximum distance covered now. That means it is maximum height covered. So instead of s, what we can write now? H. This s is the maximum height reached. So instead of s, we can put which one? H. Okay. Now substituting all these values, what we will get? So instead of b, what we can put now? 0. 0 minus u square equals 2 into minus d. So this minus I am putting first. So minus 2gh. Okay. So we go now. So minus u square equals minus 2gh. So it's minus cancel. We will be getting u square equals 2gh. So from this what we have to find out? Maximum height h. So we need h. H equals u square by 2g. But we know u square by g value is how much? 100. So this 1 by 2 I am taking separately. So this can be written as 1 by 2 into u square by g. Or we can write 1 by 2 into, what is u square by g? 100. So 1 by 2 into 100. That means it is equivalent to 50. So this height is how much? 50 meter. So this is the maximum height reached by the ball. Second problem, a particle is moving eastwards with a velocity of 5 meter per second. So this particle is moving in east direction with a velocity 5 meter per second. In 10 seconds, the velocity changes to 5 meter per second northwards. So after 10 seconds, this particle is moving in which direction? In northward direction with velocity 5 meter per second. Find the average acceleration of this particle in this time interval. So we know the directions now. So this is north and this is south, east and west. So initially the particle is moving in which direction? Towards eastward direction, in this direction. So it is moving in eastward, that means it can be taken as positive x direction. So initially it is moving in which direction? Positive x direction. So initially the particle is moving in positive x direction. That means this initial velocity we can write as, so initial velocity of this particle I am taking as u. So vector u. Vector u we can write as how much here? 5 meter per second. So 5 meter per second in which direction? Of positive x direction. So in positive x direction, what is this unit vector? I cap. This vector along positive x direction is which one? I cap. So this positive x direction. This unit vector along x direction is taken as I cap. So I am writing here 5 I cap. Unit is which one? Meter per second. Okay. So initial velocity of this object is how much? 5 I meter per second. So why I put here I cap? Because this body is moving in positive x direction. That means in eastward direction. That is positive x direction. So what is the unit vector here? I cap. Okay. Now in 10 seconds. So after time 10 seconds. So time interval is taken as 10 seconds. Okay. So after 10 seconds, what is the final velocity? So final velocity is taken as. So final velocity I am taking as vector b. So final velocity is given as 5 meter per second northward. That means in this direction, northward. Okay, that means it is positive y direction. This positive y direction. Positive y direction. So what is the unit vector along positive y direction? J cap. So we can write here as vector b. Final velocity vector b equals 5 into j cap meter per second. So we got initial velocity as well as time interval. So what we have to find out? Average acceleration. So we have to find average acceleration. A average. So vector A average, that means average acceleration. So how will you find average acceleration? Change in velocity, delta vector V. Change in velocity by time. Change in velocity by time. That is equivalent to change in velocity means final velocity vector V minus initial velocity vector u divided by time interval. Okay, that is equivalent to what is vector v? 5j cap. 5j cap minus what is initial velocity? 5I cap divided by what is the time interval here? 10 seconds. Okay, that is A average equals this 5 I am taking common outside. So 5 into remaining we have j cap minus I cap divided by 10. Okay. This 5 and 10 can cancel. So you will be getting 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 means it is 0.5. So instead of 1 by 2 I am writing here as 0.5. So you will be getting 0.5 into remaining in bracket we have j cap minus I cap. What is the unit of acceleration? Meter per second square. So this is the average acceleration of this particle. So how will you find average acceleration? Change in velocity by time. That is final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time. So you will be getting 0.5 into j cap minus I cap meter per second square. Because unit of acceleration is meter per second square. Third problem. The ceiling of a long hole is 25 meter high. That means maximum height. H maximum is given as 25 meter. What is the maximum horizontal distance? That means range. Maximum range we have to find out. That a ball thrown with a speed of 40 meter per second. This ball is thrown with an initial speed of 40 meter per second. So how much this ball can go without hitting the ceiling of this hole? So without hitting the ceiling of this hole, how much maximum distance this ball can cover? Okay, that means maximum horizontal distance we have to find out. So what are the data given here? So H maximum is given. So maximum height. That means it is equivalent to the height of the ceiling. Okay, that is how much here? 25 meter. So it is given as 25 meter. And this initial velocity, it is given as u equals 40 meter per second. 40 meter per second. So we have to find the maximum horizontal distance. Okay, so this maximum horizontal distance R we have to find out. So R maximum we have to find out. Okay, so for that H is given here. So what is the formula for height H? So H equals u square sine square theta by 2g. U square sine square theta divided by 2g. Okay, so we have the value for which one? U is there. H maximum value is given here. G also we already know the value 9.8. So which one we have to find out from this one? Sine square theta we have to find out. So from this sine square theta, how will you find sine square theta? It is equivalent to 2g into H cross multiplying. H maximum. So 2g into H maximum divided by u square. That is 2 into G value is 9.8 into H maximum is 25 divided by u square 40 into 40. So cancelling with this one 20, okay, and again with 2 we can cancel 10, then 4 2s are 8, 4.9 again. So again this 25 and this 10 we can cancel, 2 5 5s are 25, again here 1 5, 8 5s are 40, so 4.9 by 8. 4.9 by 8. So in your finding you will be getting the values 0.30625. 625. So this is the value for which one? Sine square theta. So from there we have to find sine theta. So sine theta equals root of 0.30625. So in your finding the sine theta you will be getting 0.5534. So this is the value for sine theta. So from that what we have to find out again? Theta. So how will you find theta? Theta equals sine inverse. Sine inverse of this value. Sine inverse of 0.5534. So using logarithm table you have to find the inverse of which one? Sine inverse of 0.5534. So when you are doing you will be getting 33.6 degree. So this is the value for theta. So now we got the value for theta, and what we have to find out? We have to find the range. Okay. So range we have to find out. Range R equals, formula is u square sine 2 theta by g. 2 theta by g, that is equivalent to, what is u value here? 40. So u square means 40 into 40 into sine 2 theta. That means 2 into theta value is 33.6. So 33.6 into 2. So you will be getting 67.2. 67.2. The whole divided by g value you can approximate and write 10 itself. So 9.8, or for simplification you can write 10 also. Okay. So 10. So this one cancel, you will be getting 4 here. So 4 into 4 is 16. So 160 into sine 67.2. That is equivalent to 160 into sine 67.2. When you are finding, you will be getting 0.9219. 0.9219. When you are multiplying, you will be getting nearly 150. 150.5 meter. 5 meter. So this is the maximum horizontal distance covered by this ball. Fourth problem. Two projectiles P and Q are projected with velocities root 2v and v respectively. That means P is projected with a velocity of root 2v and Q is projected with a velocity v. They have the same range. So both this P and Q are having the same range. If P is thrown at an angle of 15 degree, so this P is thrown with an angle of projection how much? 15 degree with the horizontal. Then what is the angle of projection of which one? Q. Okay. So we have two projectiles P and Q. Two projectiles are there, P and Q, and this P is thrown with a velocity how much? So velocity is given as root 2v. So initial velocity, it is thrown with a velocity means it is initial velocity. So we can write u. Initial velocity is taken as how much here? Root 2v. And in Q, what is the initial velocity? It is taken as v. V is the initial velocity, and this P is thrown with a velocity how much? Thrown with an angle 15 degree. So this theta is taken as how much here? 15 degree. P is thrown with an angle 15 degree. Now what else is given? Range is same. So suppose R is the range here means, so here also range is same. R is same here. Okay, so range for both these projectiles are same. Okay. Now we know the formula for range. What is the formula for range? R equals u square sine 2 theta by g. So this is the formula for range. Okay. But it is given that for both these projectiles, range is same. Okay, range is same. Suppose I am cross multiplying this one, what we will get now? So we are getting R into G equals, right hand side we have u square sine 2 theta. But G we know it is already a constant. But here in this case for this projectiles P and Q, this range is same. That means, so in this condition this RG will be a constant. So here In this question it is given that Rg is equal to a constant. So Rg is equal to a constant. That means this u square sine 2 theta is equivalent to a constant, because this Rg is a constant now. So we can write here u square sine 2 theta equals constant. So u square sine 2 theta for both these projectiles P and Q is equal to a constant. So substituting this one, what I will get now? So first of all I am writing u square sine 2 theta for which one? This projectile P. So u, what is the velocity here? So instead of u, here we can apply root 2v. So u square means root 2v the whole square. So instead of u square I have written here root 2v the whole square into sine of 2 theta. So 2 into what is theta value here? 15 degree. So 2 into 15 is how much? 30. 30 equals, so this right hand side for this projectile Q, again we have to apply this u square sine 2 theta because it is given as constant. Okay. So for this projectile Q, what is the velocity? It is given as v. So instead of u, I am applying which one? V. So u square means it is given as v square. V square sine of 2 theta. We don't know the value for theta here, so we can simply write here as 2 theta itself. Okay. Now root 2 v square means root 2 square is how much? 2. V square is v square into sine 30. What is the value? 1 by 2. That is equivalent to v square into sine 2 theta. Sine 2 theta. That is 2 and 2 cancel here. This v square and v square cancel. So remaining we are getting sine 2 theta equals 1. So if we sine a particular angle is given as 1, what is this 2 theta now? It is equivalent 90 degrees. Sine 90 value is 1. So instead of 2 theta, what we can write now? So this 2 theta will be equivalent to 90 degree, or theta equals how much? 90 by 2. 90 by 2, that is equivalent to how much? 45 degree. So what is the angle of projection for the second one? It is given as, that means projectile Q, what is the angle of projection? 45 degree. Okay. Fifth problem, an aircraft executes a horizontal loop of a radius 1 kilometer. So this horizontal loop is having a radius of 1 kilometer with a steady speed of 900 km per hour. The speed is given as 900 km per hour. We have to compare its centripetal acceleration with acceleration due to gravity. So first of all we have to find the centripetal acceleration. So for that, what are the data given? Loop of radius how much? 1 kilometer. So this radius is given as 1 kilometer. What is the standard unit of distance? Meter. So you have to convert into meter. So 1 kilometer how much meter? 1000 meter. Now the speed is given as how much? 900 km per hour. So the speed V equals 900 km per hour. But what is the standard unit of speed? Meter per second. So we have to convert into meter per second. Okay. So if you want to convert 900 into 900 km per hour into meter per second, just we have to multiply with which one? So 900 we have to multiply with 5 by 18. So we have to just multiply with 5 by 18. We can convert into meter per second. Now when you are dividing, what you will get now? With 9 we can divide this one. So 100. Then 2. Again we can cancel this 2 and 100. That means 50. So 50 into 5 is how much? 250 meter per second. Okay. Now we have to find the centripetal acceleration. Symbol is AC. What is another name for centripetal acceleration? Radial acceleration. So what is the formula? V square by R. So what is V here? 250. So V square means 250 into 250 divided by what is radius here? 1000. So we can cancel with the 250. So 1 time here it becomes 4 times. So again we can cancel with the 2 here. So 2, 1, 2, 125 by 2. Again we can cancel with the 2. So 1, 6 2s are 12. Then 2 2s are 4. Then remaining 1. So 10 in 10 how much? 2 times 5. So you'll be getting 62.5. What is the unit of acceleration? Meter per second square. Now they are asking to find, compare the centripetal acceleration with the acceleration due to gravity. So comparison means just we can divide. So the centripetal acceleration divided by acceleration due to gravity G. That is equivalent to what is AC here? 62.5 divided by, So G value, suppose it may be easy means you can put G values at 10 also. So if you are putting G values at 10, it may be easy. Okay. So I am putting here 10 now. So instead of 9.8, I am putting here 10. So this is 62.5 divided by 10 is how much? 6.25. So this is the comparison of which one centripetal acceleration with acceleration due to gravity. Okay.